Hey guys, welcome back. And now let's talk about a topic that many readers of my blog ask me how they can improve it, and it is visualization. So visualization is just the art of seeing ahead in your head, right? Of seeing somewhere a chessboard and being clear where the pieces are standing if they're not just in front of you on the chessboard or on the screen. Right? So this is trained by playing a lot. That is why you don't find actually that much content on it. I will have some great resources, but I have to admit for a long time I always just thought, well, just train chess and you'll get better at visualization, which is in part true. You certainly get better the more you play, the more you solve exercises. So learning by doing applies. But if you feel it hinders your chess process, it is totally fine to go find some specific exercises just for visualization and then later on combine it also with chess difficult exercises, right? Because if not, you're doing two in one and it might be overwhelming. Just as a little reminder, 100% mastery is, in my opinion, not necessary, because I also sometimes in longer lines, especially in complicated middle games, had a little bit of trouble seeing ahead. So you don't need to think that everyone is a super genius like Magnus Carlsen and he can just remember all of his games that he plays and he can just also, just calculate so many moves ahead of him very clearly. So you can go to a very, very decent level without being just so crystal clear. What you want to have is to be very clear in the next 3-4 moves, I would say, right? Depending on your level, obviously the next move is the most important, but let's say in 1-2 moves is a bit beginner level up to, say maybe 1500, and then from 1500 on you want to go 3-4 moves deep and be very clear about it. Once you do that, that's fine if you struggle in 6 move deep lines, but we can always get better, but I don't think then you would have to train it specifically. Tying in with our whole course, keep it practical, right? We want to take out what serves us most, what helps us most. So if you really feel that this is holding you back and you just, in every tactical exercise you try to solve, you have problems seeing which pieces are taking what and you just miss things, then this is a good thing to train. If you feel, well, sometimes I have issues, but I think I have more important issues, then you can leave it out for the moment and come back when you think it's very important, okay? One last general thing is that never move pieces in training. Just try to keep it as during the game, because during the game you cannot just move the pieces forward and backward. So you want to do the same thing during training like this. Every time you train, you also train your visualization. Now, how can you specifically train visualization? Let's get in immediately with an exercise, and those exercises are actually pretty simple. You see a written line or an audio of either from the starting position or from a position that you would see a diagram of. Now let's do it from the starting position. You can read those moves, you can stop the video if you want, and you have to find where black made a big mistake and then white did not make the right move, exploiting that mistake, and you need to find where this moment was in those 4 moves. So yeah, if you've found it, congratulations. Maybe it was very easy for you. It is after the move 3d5 that the knight on c6 is hanging. Okay, the pawn on d5 attacks the knight on c6, and after black just plays knight f6, white can capture that knight on c6 and win a piece. And obviously misses it with knight c3, and black misses it again with bishop to c5. So that is important that you see, pawn is going on d5, I see that the knight on c6 is hanging. So as I said, these exercises can be audio, okay, there are even podcasts about it, or it can be written exercises, and you can either start from completely the beginning, or you can get a diagram position, and then, for example, somebody says, okay, here from this diagram position you see these 4 moves, again similar as I showed you, and where was the mate in one that one side missed, right? So like this you need to go through and okay, like this. or I could give you very simple positions that where I even call out where each piece stands, and you need to find the mate in one. Okay, let's try this. I will say you the white pieces first, then the black pieces, and you need to find all possible mate in ones. Okay, white, king, g6, queen, e7, black, king, h8. So now think about it and take a note, what are all the mate in ones? And then when you're ready, you can continue the video. So there are 5 mate in ones. If I am correct, there is queen to g7, which is a checkmate, queen to h7 is a checkmate, queen f8 is a checkmate, queen e8 is a checkmate, and queen to d8 is a checkmate, right? So this would be an exercise, just seeing the board clearly with very little pieces, and then you can, start to get more pieces, more pieces, more pieces. And this is how you can improve your visualization. Make sure to check out all the reasons